Hey, what's up guys? This is Oakley and I just got done with downloading the Emperor Edition, so I'm going to hop right into multiplayer, taking a look at the factions that we're going to be facing. So you can see they redid a lot of the unit cards, color changes and all that, and at face value I was expecting to see some more factions like the Makromani or something else stuck in here, but it looks like mostly we're going to be having Armenia coming in. So I'm going to be playing as Armenia. Their stats are mostly going to be, so it seems a lot of shock cav, a lot of cataphracts, as at knights, missile cav, and almost no infantry corps. They have these noble spearmen who I'll be interested to see some of the stats of. They look decent. No hoplite units and just only decent infantry guys. Looks like my opponent is going to be going for, okay, he says Armenia is great. So he's played this a couple times, and rules, are Max 1 LA, Max 1 Chariot, so he's going to be doing something to take me on. Mostly it looks like Pike, so I'm going to have to deal with that. Let's go with, I want to break his units. Let's go ahead and do Commander so I can get my cataphracts to keep running. Going to go for just 2 of those cataphract units. Let's try Persian Cav. This is going to be a lot of Hammer and Anvil. Ooh, Mercenary Cappadocians. Oh, this is really cool. So they have really high tier melee cav, almost no light tier 1 cav. That's mostly going to come down to these units. And what I'm thinking of doing is, oh, they even have Persian archers. Let's get some javelin men. He's going to have mostly a rush build with a lot of heavy cav. So let's bring one more of these. And then let's back that up with, try these. They got a lot of axemen. I wonder how those guys are going to perform. 2 noble spearmen. And it looks like we have room to spare for an additional unit. Not quite sure what I want to bring. I think I'll bring one more of these. Pretty devastating combination of a bunch of archers. And, wow, looks like these guys, pretty interesting stats. A lot of health on these Persian cav. Horse archers will be okay. Looks like he's going Persia, so he's going to have a lot of cataphracts as well. This is going to be a very quick, heavy cataphract battle. But I have not had the chance to play. Let's change that. I want another, probably, let's try Cappadocians. I haven't had the chance to play the campaign yet. I'll probably be doing some sort of video in the future on that, where I think I'll try a couple of turns, maybe even get into a little series, but I don't intend on going too far in the campaign. Never been too much of a campaign player, excuse me. Plus on top of that, school's gonna start for me soon, so I won't have too much time, but I'll hopefully be able to give you an initial impressions for those of you who haven't purchased Rome 2, or those of you who just want to get a feel for the game before you jump into this campaign. I can go over some of that for you. Otherwise, other news, I am almost done with a documentary that I've been working on. It's going to be finally part 4 of my Punic War series. So the first Punic War, I've done 3 parts. I'm now doing the 4th part. I put it off forever, mostly because I had a lot left to do for it. This current one, I think it's about, the video I have right now, it's like 36 minutes. So that's almost as long as the entire Battle of Cannae series, all wrapped into just one part of a larger documentary series. So that's why it's taken so much time for me to put it together, not only in terms of the script and whatnot. Ooh, I'm actually noting the graphics look pretty changed. People had mentioned this before, but I'm now just noticing it. It looks, in the sun, usually you get stuff that's way more, this is looking way, way better. Wow, look at that. Yeah, usually everything in the sun just looks really crappy in Total War. It's like glaring. The saturation is too crazy. Oh, and look at this. They redid all of the emblems down here. Interesting. We'll see how this goes. Good luck. Have fun. Yeah, this will be interesting. Actually, I haven't had a chance to explore all the different parts of, obviously, Emperor Edition. I've been playing on patch 15 as of late, so I'm pretty familiar with what to expect from multiplayer in terms of unit rebalancing. But, yeah, all the UI changes and stuff like that, that's something we're going to have to get used to. Anyways, let's put our noble spearmen here, back up the archers. These javelin men, I'm going to stick them behind a, let's send actually a mounted wing over here. Persian cav, javelins, and one of those guys as a combined flying wing with one archer unit to back that up. Send an archer unit to bait an attack from the center. This guy's going to go left. And then these cataphracts are going to have to ward off a cavalry charge in the center. And let's do this. So let's put this on... yeah, I think I'm going to group this for now. And we'll group that. Looks reasonable. But yeah, I'm I'm liking these graphics. Wow, look at the colors when you get in this. Everything just looks richer. I hope they did some sort of graphics update, but man, this is looking good. Could be the time of year, or maybe it's the, I don't know. But yeah, I'll look into some of the details for the stats. You guys can post this below, what they've done to change some of the graphics on the game. But this is looking beautiful, guys. I'm loving this. Alright, looks like we're getting into this battle. He's using huge, oh my god. So, let's get our archers in the woods. Let's go and crash into his right flank. Push forward with that. And my Persians are going to go here. My main wing in the center will push up to greet his. I think I can take his main line. Yep, he has 3 archers. I have 3 archers. Persian light archers. I have elite Persian archers. Yep, I can take that. So I just need to position myself. I'm going to go right here. Between 2 wings here where I can hide some cavalry and slow down his own cavalry. And just let myself get that win. I'm also going to position some guys here. Let's put some cataphracts a little bit on the side to ward off that attack. These cataphracts can go... No, I need to keep them here. Horse archers to probe the left. And let's blow up this group here. Now that it's, I'm blowing it up anyways, I don't need to keep them in formation. Okay, these horse archers are going to keep that wing back. These guys are going to go and bait a charge around the side. If he does decide to go there, I will position these guys on intercept. Actually, let's put them here. And now let's move up with our front. Noble Spears there. Bring this up. His guy's going to push on the right, so we're just going to hold this. I know I can take the center. I'm not quite sure of how the Persian cav and all that stack up against his forces, so I'm going to swing 1 to the right, hold 2 here. I'm going to hold down these forest regions. No, I can take him, and I can beat him in the center. Let's move that up. And I'm going to double up. Oh yeah, some elite Persian archers. Okay, let's get these guys partially in the woods. I'm going to shift mostly over here. See some of the skins on Armenia. We haven't been able to do that. Looking very sweet. Noble swordsman. Oh, these guys are going to have heavy armor for sure. Alright, not too much movement. A little movement on that side. Let's keep looking at some of our troops. Persian cav looking awesome. I'm guessing they have really high armor stats. So looks like he's a little wary about that engagement. Let's get some initial shots off. I'm going to bait with cataphracts. His light guys probably do not have heavy shot. And we're just going to hold this position. He's running away. No, let's hold this here. Hold this here. Move pikeman up in case he does an engagement. Let's throw this into here. His archers are going to fall back. He's going to reinforce with something, so let's bait that in. Let's push this guy here for the counter reaction. Now that we're drawing fire, let's move up real close. Move in the support. I have some pretty good cover. I'm forcing him back pretty well. Not taking really any losses. His guys are getting out of range. That's fine. Pull him in. Exactly what I want. These guys are going to get some flank shots. Let's move him here. You can keep getting some shots off. Looks like we're going to have to draw one more guy back. Good. Looks like we got a pretty good exchange. I'm full health. Cataphracts are full health. Persian archers are going to turn around. Let's see. Okay, he's not getting around our flanks. We're good. Let's push this out there. Eastern cataphracts are engaged. He's a little scared for me there. I don't think we inflicted too many losses. 0 kills, 0 kills. Oh, I'm taking losses. Shit. Getting fired on from his own archers. Looks like he's folding in on this front. Let's not go too far. Actually, let's play from this side. This is much better. You get to see what the opponent's doing if he's going around your flanks. I'm going to take this fight. I have more support on this wing. Let's move him up here. And he has a lot of force going down here, so let's push this up there. He's not expecting this. I can force his archers back. I'm going to need more troops here. Let's engage with his archers. Charge in with some cataphracts. I can probably smash that Parthian sword unit. Let's push this up into the front. Shift cataphracts. Archers can engage here. He's going to be coming in for a strike. Let's move that up. Let's move that back. Landed a pretty good strike. Let's keep that blow going. See if we can't just throw that in there if he decides to engage. I got enough troops here. And let's run these guys into this fight here. Let's keep rolling up this flank. Replace with this. Get ready for another decisive strike. Land that there. Gonna keep rolling up his archers. Let's pull back. Let's roll in through there. Actually, let's pull this back. He's gonna try and intercept. Push this front. Draw these guys behind that flank. Nope. Nope, gotta keep going. Let's pull back. Let's get trample ready and just pin his cataphracts. Move these guys up through here. Up here. You get some shots off on his guys. Oh my god, these Persians are getting destroyed by those guys. Let's swing in there. Looks like he's falling back from this front. So you're going to push up here. Get those cataphracts ready. Let's charge into this archer block. This can pull back. Coming right through there. And we're just going to absolutely sandwich this force. These guys are going to position themselves here. Keep running over his guys. Finish off his cataphracts. Let's move forward with the archers. These guys are getting cross shots. Let's push this into here. Push with cataphracts. And let's throw everything we have in the mix. These guys are going to go pin them. Where's my other force? They're moving up. See if we can't bait this fight. I'd be happy if he were to take this engagement. Charge up through the center. Let's get a counter charge. Get in on that. This guy's going to swing around that position. You're just going to stand here. And you are going to go help finish up this fight because he's sending in reinforcements. Take off skirmish mode. Take those guys out. Oh, looks like he's getting into the backs. Clean that up. He's going to counter charge. That's fine. Actually, let's turn around and accept this charge. Pull our cataphracts out of that fight. My own swordsman can get that. Let's pop this ability. Archer should get fire on his spearmen. Keep charging up this front. Looks like he's going to get a counter charge on my guys here. That's fine. My axemen are actually killing it. Those guys are super good right now. Parthian horse archers engaging. I'm not too scared from those guys. Let's keep engaging cataphracts. Let's throw this force here. You can keep fighting. You keep getting shots here. You can get shots on here. Straight up charge that. Intercept with pikes. Looks like he's trying to get. Oh, he almost sandwiched me. Let's go back and hit those eastern spearmen. I can shatter that force. Get a good trample. That'll break up that block. Send these guys to intercept. Armenia, move up here. Yeah, I'll be able to shatter that. Super weak. Counter charge. Yeah, told you. Get that in there. You can charge here. How are we doing on this front? Looks like we're doing okay. Get some shots off on those archers. You chase them off. You two, get engaged on that force. Swordsman. I think we're going to force him back pretty decisively. Let's countercharge here. I know I'm taking a lot of fire from his archers, but I think I'm going to lose that fight, so I gotta make sure I reinforce. Let's send those guys on that front. You target noble host archers. Get these guys in front. Let's pull them back into these archers. Let's brace into square. Focus fire on him. Make sure we get an intercept. Get those archers. You, Jav, can kill him. One of my cataphracts is going to get in there. Pop a rally. He's going to go after the archers. No, actually, let's save the archers for later. Come on, javelins. You got this. The Axeman and Noble Spearman combination is actually kicking ass. I'm really, really liking that. It's pretty sick. Getting chased off pretty significantly. Let's move my cataphracts back. Oh, they have nowhere to run. Let's shoot at those Parthians. See if we can't save our force. Over on this front, he's going to be chasing. Let's get our archers up front to deal with the opponents. Looks like he's just trying to survive. I hope he doesn't go for the remainder of my archers. Let's grab my general. Pop a rally, make sure no one routs. Okay, cool. I can take those Parthians. Let's get him back in the fight. Let's regroup. Engage. Come on. On all fronts. You need to survive. You need to get into cover. Fuck. They need to engage on this front. If I can get his general, that'll be a huge move for me. These guys are out of ammo. Let's commit them to the fight anyways. Oh. My guys are going to be running straight into swords, so let's pull back. Looks like I shattered that unit effectively. I have no one else left on the battlefield. Excellent. Let's get our archers to push this front. He's got nothing to counteract me. Well, he does have larger numbers, so let's just let the elites go to town and just sit these guys, park them in the back. You can go here. Remaining javelin are going to be bait up front. And let's pop this group. I don't need it anymore. There we go. It's a little more organized. Get some... Have these guys here. Axemen are super good. I don't know, maybe if it's just that I'm fighting against Parthian infantry, but you know, these are heavy guys. Look at this. I am going to like Armenia. They have some nice troops. Alright, let's get our cataphracts. They're going to help push the cavalry fight. Let's get him over here. Small contingents of cavalry will push over on that flank. Let's see if we can't bait this engagement. Gonna have to use precision shot. They changed this up a bit, just the graphics of it. There we go. Let's push up and support this. Now that his archers aren't looking the right way, I'm going to get into the back of that. And I guess I forgot to choose the general that gives you the second wind ability. That's actually very good with cavalry forces because you'll find them actually running out of they'll go into high fatigue very easily. Even these noble spearmen, if I could just pop an ability on them to get them full up to strength right now, they can just charge and probably win this fight against those light units. Let's get him. Wait, what? So you're out of ammo. You're kind of out of ammo. Let's charge into here. Archers are on the sides. Let's just push the advantage and get cataphracts on the flank. So now I think we can finally chill out. That was a pretty close fought battle. I'm down to just a couple units. Here come my archers in the back. Really, really liking Armenia so far. Let's see if we can't kill. He's trying to intercept with these thin lines. I'm just going to pull... Oh, I forgot that javelins. My god. That's fine. It's going to go right into my cab, right where I want him. Start sweeping this up. Here we go. Yeah, if I could pop this second wind on my cataphracts, they'd be fine. But they're starting to lose. He's going to rout. Let's pull around the sides. Don't want to engage those spears. Let's charge those eastern spearmen. Getting around the flanks with my own archers. Let's hope those guys have decent melee stats. Keep getting out of that fight. Should be able to get those archers, at least keep them from firing. Get my own shots into these dudes. Yeah, even the eastern spearmen are looking a little better. Actually, let's charge back into these guys. Not getting much of a charge distance, but it should be enough to do yeah, their mass alone will just bowl these guys over. And let's pull through. Pop a rally on them. And we'll be getting some archer shots into these dudes. Let's actually target this unit here. Keep pulling over. Come on, cataphracts. Keep it up. And these spearmen are getting a volley from my own guys. There we go. Picking apart the only unit that can really counter me at this point. Although it looks like he was able to chase my 2 cav over there off. Pretty significant losses, but at least I took him away from the main fight. Parthia, before, people were saying was a pretty powerful faction, so I'm glad they have some counter from Armenia. Let's keep chasing those guys. Engage. Really need to keep these cataphracts out of the fight. But it looks like they're going to be too tired to counter. Let's divert one of these hoplites here. And let's see if we can't send an axeman there. Send our beefier unit around the side. There we go. Excellent. So I'm confident I can hold this front. Not too worried about that. Actually, let's... Okay, archers. You want to take this fight? Let's go ahead and countercharge these guys. Everything does look a little more dusty and just realistic in this. Really liking what they did to this patch. Yeah, it's looking beautiful, guys. I'm really enjoying this. And let's get a charge off there. Oh, let's get some of these axemen. I heard they added new axemen animations, although I'm not sure they're specific to axes. They could just be modified sword animations. Nope, didn't get to see too much of it. Maybe as they catch some of these stragglers, we'll see some of it. Ooh, nice. It wasn't particularly the axe. There goes one of those flips. And that's the end of the battle. So thanks to my opponent, I had a really fun battle. Got a nice introduction to the graphics, Armenia. So cool battle. Looks like the stats. Oh, he brought a lot of cav. I mean, so did I. Horse archers got a decent amount of kills, mostly for running people down. It looks like my cav, I mean, did their part. Persian cavalry, even though I was kind of ripping on them, look, they got 54, 32, and 119. So good amount of kills. These elite Persian archers they're awesome. They're worth the investment. And to my surprise, these axemen. Look at this, 122 kills. These are troops to look out for. I think they can probably best the Parthian forces. So Parthia has a little more in terms of melee cav and low tier cav and maybe a little more diversity of archers, but we have high quality archers, pretty good infantry. I was complaining about these guys. They're looking pretty awesome. Anyways, that's going to be it for my first battle, first impression. I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.